Dino, roofing stage in your pet. And call for Daya say, young mind before I will my Ghana. When you pass a dear Juma, as someone's our Ghana. Volta River Authority in Penform Traho. Hey, hi, and Massa, or you know where to Ghana. Hey, I was see a zero minute. I was see a 0 minute, or me a careless in the management of the activities of Ghana. I will my Ghana. After share video 20, Lincoln, Shenipa, Yaya Mobo, I will Volta region. Shabra.
Local media. Additionally, the Global Disaster and Coordination System, a United Nations affiliate, has reported 7 injuries connected to this calamity. For days, the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, has been collaborating with other groups to evacuate hundreds of people where floods have trapped them in their homes. This is after the Volta River Authority, VRA, spilled excess water from the Akasambo and Kpong hydroelectric dams for the country. The situation has...
Mumatima mufo eho ehiamo ewo Ghana efise kro no eye nyina dia anunti eye Ghana nti o eye hoden eye ne yetumi ne dia mamo se mumfa mbu wo my Ghana eti mundwene ye ho na matra wa ye hwe han ma ye hwe han amansu aye ma hwe pressure any the kind of volume of water ensuo no epia edeba na wo ka se mu bie ye no ekogu mu tiri so ana ekogu mapampem ekogun kofo kruso ama enne demo mo negligence of duty demo ye no sei ene de atotemamufo mo tetemufie mo ne moyere no mo da mo hwe han ene mo fa Ghana for serious nti mama wo haw ato Ghana for bi na hwe north town south town central town wo mo de wo masam de mobo hwe bra sisia.
He added that some of the most affected areas are in North Tongue, Central Tongue, and South Tongue districts. For these places, almost all the communities are submerged in flood waters, their roads are cut off. Sedzi also explained that the organization is evacuating people to places selected as shelters for the affected residents. VRA said the spillage was necessary because of rains from upstream filling the 2 dams. Even though the dams are hydroelectric, engineers for the authority say they have capacity where they need to operate. Thus, if the water exceeds the capacity of the dams, they can collapse. The spillage will ensure that we safeguard the integrity of the dams, the authority said in a statement released. The VRA said it began the spillage on September 15 as it witnessed rains causing the water levels to rise. As time goes on, we spill smaller and smaller. We will continue to spill.
Now when a VR for the catcher Ghana for say, Omo catcher to my phones or Mushay, Omo Coco, Sanombwa, Ube Biensio, 2 days, 3 days. Now ma will be Coco 1 week. Ne die ho, ne japade ho. E kroni bi sukra ho ya ma kokokra. Omu kwa fomu baye, na nsuo no etimi afomu dan. Mo ye sansam fun wei, mo ye sa asem anyansa nim wei e wo ma Ghana ma. Mo sa be twa tro a kire Ghana fo. Mo sa be twa tro a kire Ghana fo. Lenkon, bo video no ma me.
Even though the VRA said it notified residents along the Volta Basin about the spillage, local communities leaders said the notice should be short. Others like Amos Mwanya, who lives in the central Tonga district of the Volta region, never heard about the notice. We've returned from our farm when we saw water enter our rooms, Amos explained. He then his family can't salvage anything for the house. Many lakes have suffered the same fate for communities such as Meep, Batter.
If you say, we okay with the environment, and for that matter, Shadiama Koso, and my Ganum, and Kofu woo, moment to Tomudi, and sway, what to Tomudi, and Kofu woo. As a result of your negligence, and the much almost necessary. Now, Wayna, Shadia, Shajapadia, I say, I will vote our region. Video 23, Shabasisia.
Health facilities are also suffering. Komboni hospital manager in North Tongu said the flood took over the facility. They now worry that if the floods continue their mortuary will be affected. We have over 250 bodies for the mortuary. We are figuring out how to transfer the bodies to another facility so that we don't have a health crisis for here, the manager said. The hospital is also trying to move patients who are on admission. School buildings have collapsed, no classes for pupils since the flooding began. The Gunna Grid Company, Gridco, also shut down its power substation for Sagakov as a result of the floods. For one statement, Gridco said it shut down the substation for safety reasons to mitigate the risk of electrocution and loss of life.
Your position by chance near Yamamu. So you do anything anyhow. That's like a selam the talk to my mufoso. Yet to me, and she'll be some country of Yama say Japade. Much at Moda I can see him one kind. Much at Moda I can see him at one kind. Et you or Timamunina on what an assassin Yamay, and yet I have Volta River, Coso Modamno, and then you be at Navi. You be at Nasan ye. Bible Bain, I'm with the mouth or Mueho. Menuka politicians or Ghana, woman, no baby, woman da. And confound your baby now. And confound who? And your woman pet. And your woman also. And Quasia Assembly. And the Jimmy never be penny for me. And some fool. My traum and share your massay. No more day. Mubia and ensure no conmosa will say more select. And the young woman watch the woman. Now, Shay, Shadio and Sobra. Shadai your bra. Look on the next video. Shabra.
Used to generate about a third of Ghana's electricity supply. More than 893 primary school children in the district are now at large after 5 primary schools were closed in the area due to growing health and safety concerns following the floods. He expressed concern over possible disruption to the academic calendar and said that education authorities were considering enrolling the children in different schools if the situation persisted. The district director of education said that apart from the Akasambo Dam spill which caused schools to be submerged, toilets in several schools were now filled with sewage. Ms. Corsia Gordo said the worst conditions occurred in schools where toilets were submerged, causing very serious health problems. Sagakop Beach Resort has not received guests for the past few days as the facility was affected by flooding. Agordomi water plant, which processes and supplies water to Sagakop, was also affected, and water has not flowed through the taps in recent days. The local residents and business people said, now that the Akasambo Dam spill is pushing and supplying water at an unprecedented rate.
Yes, if it's a na ye ni age e kwa fa so aye dam no. Na sisi areho aba as a result of yempanyimfo asabi omundwene ye ho. Na ye de o my Ghana hye o munsa. Na o matimi atena ho a ama nsuo e fe no aye Volta River. Aye ma. Na kakakra bi na dam no abu afa so. Afei ene ye hu nyansa se ye bebie ama temamufo e ho akire ye. Me ba save your own. Save your own, Mr. Politician. Save your own. The people of the Volta region. They need our help.